have like, we are blessed with so many different people here, from our senior councilwoman, Dorothy Gooseby, our new assemblywoman, Judy Griffin. We have Councilwoman Erin Sweeney over there. I'm going to miss somebody, I know. But we also are very lucky to have our supervisor, Town Supervisor Laura Gillen here, and our own Baldwin's Nassau County Executive, Laura Curran. I start the meeting, but this is the changeover. I'm going to take a little bit of a presidential prerogative to say, that it's been amazing to be part of this organization, to be a part of driving this organization as coordinating everything, because that's really more of what I did, was coordinating a lot of stuff. I really am so glad we have a board that's coming in that is so strong, and I'm so happy to be welcoming them in, and I'm looking forward to what the next few years are going to bring under their direction. We have a very small installation ceremony, and I'm going to start off by asking our supervisor, and you can come up here, Laura, and stand here as well, to start off with the ceremony. Supervisor Laura Gillen.
Good evening, everyone. So this is such a wonderful civic. It's such an engaged and active civic. You've really done an amazing job, Karen, and all of our departing officers, and I'd like you all to be recognized right now. We have Karen Montalano, our president. Steve Greenfield, vice president. Chris Tomasello, treasurer. Constance Pittis, corresponding secretary. Helena Hillian, recording secretary. We thank each and every one of you for your invaluable service and hope that you will continue to promote the interests of the Baldwin Civic Association and the Baldwin residents. Thank you for all that you have done for the Civic and the BCA, and we were very lucky to have you serving us. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here. So my daughter is an 8th grader here, actually, so she's striding down the halls in the daytime, and here we are at night. I really want to thank the Baldwin Civic Association for everything that you do. The supervisor is absolutely right. It is a very engaged civic, and I know you've got a lot going on tonight, which is very, very exciting. I, like you, am the eternal optimist, and I know that we're going to get this done, and it's going to be fabulous. So we've got really great, got a great supervisor, great town board members, Erin Sweeney, and the senior councilwoman. We're going to get this done, and anything that we can do on the county level, of course, you know that we're here. Deborah Muley, our legislator, and Judy Griffin, who is our brand new assemblywoman. We were actually up in Albany yesterday. It was a very exciting day, and got great representation here in Baldwin. I know these people will continue to be very accountable to this community that we love. We really do. All right, so my job tonight is simple. Will the following people please come forward? Samantha Cools, Ashley Davis, Constance Pittis, Steve Greenfield, and the incoming president, Darian Ward. And I will give you the oath of office. By their willingness to be elected to office, these lovely people standing before us have signified their desire to serve the interests of the Baldwin Civic Association and all of Baldwin. It will be their responsibility to lead the DCA for the coming 2 years. So we thank you for your commitment to serve. It's not easy, but it is incredibly important. 3 years. Did you know that? 3 years. I could have just said 3 years. In accepting these positions of responsibility, you know what? I'm going to have you put your hand up, all right?
Okay.
Right hand up. And this is the solemn part. This is is the very solemn part. In accepting these positions of responsibility, you promise before the assembled members to fulfill the duties of your office set out in the BCA bylaws to the best of your ability, right? Okay.
Yes.
But wait, we're going to do it one by one. Please answer "I will" when I call your name, and I'm going to say what the position is so everyone knows what your position is. As corresponding secretary, Samantha Cools.
I will.
As recording secretary, Ashley Davis. I will. As treasurer, Constance Pittis. As vice president,
I'll take his off. Yes, he will.
Stephen Greenfield. Yes, he will.
Yes, he will.
And as president, Darian Ward.
I will.
You can lower your hands now. I now declare you duly installed officers of the BCA for the years 2019 and 2020. May the good works and influence of the association flourish under your administration. I present to you the new officers of the BCA.
Good evening again. Thank you all for coming out to our second community meeting on Baldwin Revitalization. Finally moving this project forward and seeing something really great happen in Baldwin is something that is not only important to you, it's important to us in the town, and we think it's so vital that we have your input. We had your input from the first meeting. Now we have some proposals which VHB is going to lay out for you, but we're here today and involving you today because your input is so very important. We want this to be a project that makes all of us happy, all of us proud. So thank you for coming out tonight. Please speak to anybody at the different stations.
Anybody with smiley faces? We're here.
We're not so smiling.
Yes. Anybody with emojis, they are the people who will be speaking to the different slide presentations that you see here. So again, we really look forward to seeing great things finally happening in Baldwin and welcome your input. Thank you all. Senior Councilwoman, would you like to say a few words?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having us, and we hope that you will really go around, look at everything that's here, help us. If there's something that you don't like, let us know. If you have questions, please ask. We want this to be a wonderful, wonderful project. We've worked so hard, so many years for this, so I hope this is the last time that we go through this. Okay, so enjoy.
So folks remember that meeting in August that we had? How many folks were at that meeting in August? Hot room, auditorium. We took all that input, and certainly the town board and supervisors have been working really hard. And your local councilwoman, Erin King-Sweeney, come on up.
Thanks, Eric. I'll make this quick. This is 20 years long overdue. I'm really happy to be a part of it. I remain committed as ever to downtown development in Baldwin. My fellow board member, I know Anthony Esposito, is going to be on his way too. He represents a portion of Baldwin, but this night belongs to you, and come back to us with all of your feedback, any questions, concerns you might have. We're here for you. Thank you.
And all the way from Albany, really amazing to have you. Though we've seen you in Belmont, I'm sure you're glad you're not in Belmont tonight. This is a really easier crowd. The folks in Baldwin, the feedback we've been getting is really positive, and we look forward to hearing so much tonight from New York State Senator Todd Kaminsky.
Hi everybody, Happy New Year. This project is critical. It's something that both the supervisor, the county executive, the town board, and myself are committed to doing and doing right. And the state's role is to try to get as much money from state resources as we can to move the project forward. So whether it's money for a study for the overlay district, or whether it's money down the road to help make this happen, we've already been able to get $1.5 million for this. That's waiting for when this project is ready to go. So we're going to continue to push for these resources. For me, this is a top priority in the district. And Baldwin is going to be even better than it is now, times a million. I can't wait to be part of this process, but these are the hard days. So let's work together and make sure this gets off the ground. Thank you so much. God bless. Happy New Year.
And while this is a town project, there's a partnership with clearly the state and their leadership, but also Nassau County. And Nassau County Legislator Debbie Millay is here. She doesn't want to just say she's waiting too long.
community, keep them abreast of every step along the way to make sure that they're informed and that this process goes through and finishes in a timely fashion. We're hoping by August this summer, and it's a much different process, a more collaborative process than the one that happened over the last 20 years. It failed several times. So each of these different stations has a description of the project. This one's about project financing and any tax breaks that may come into play with a developer. But it's really, from my perspective, been done very thoughtfully, and everything's being rolled out in an orderly fashion. And this is one of several meetings we'll have with the community over the coming months.
Some other ongoing projects that are happening kind of parallel with the rezoning effort. The Civic's been doing some fundraising for a mural of the old carousel. There's a developer who's looking at doing a mixed-use Main Street sort of project at the old Amandela Fence site. That's still in the works, but it's been they've been into town hall trying to figure that out. And the county's also working on kind of I think a drainage stormwater project down Silver Lake to fix that up and help it manage flooding and stormwater a little better.
On the revitalization plan. Okay. So this station here is about the design guidelines, which are the appearance of the buildings that will come in the future on Grand Avenue, making sure that they're visually appealing and something that looks good. And so we've identified things that are preferred and not preferred. Like we wanted, the ground floor facades. You want something that look cohesive rather than just something that's mishmashed together. So we're developing standards that the architects will need to follow so that Grand Avenue has a nice appearance to it rather than just clutter. So these are the kinds of things we'll cover. Things like ground floor facades, parking, where the entries of buildings are. I mean, you want buildings that look like this, blank walls like that. So these are the kinds of things that we'll be addressing. That's right.